Welcome back to Character Select, where
we are riding a Tyrannosaurus Rex fossil through Detroit.
Spoilers.
Chicago, not Detroit. Nobody wants to go through Detroit. I mean,
especially not us.
Yeah, I mean, if I wanted the post-apocalypse experience, I'd go to Australia.
Oh, Mad Max. Good times, good times.
I am kind of looking forward to that new movie.
Fury Road?
Yeah?
I don't know. It doesn't have Mel Gibson. I'm not saying it's going to be bad, I'm just saying it doesn't have Mel Gibson.
The fact that it doesn't have Mel Gibson, kind of a plus.
Do you not like Mel Gibson as an actor, or do you not like Mel Gibson as a person?
I don't like Mel Gibson as a person.
Okay.
And as an actor, I mean, he's a decent actor, but he's kind of a dick on set. So...
But that doesn't translate into his acting ability.
No.
I mean, okay,
but
let me be the first to say that I'm not defending Mel Gibson. I just think that
I should hope not, sugar tits.
Thanks. You always say the sweetest things. But have you seen the movie Ransom? With
Maybe.
Mel Gibson and Gary Sinise? Where
Maybe.
his son gets kidnapped?
That almost describes any Mel Gibson movie, but I think I've seen Ransom.
Anyway, he was fantastic in that movie. I don't think I'm ready to do this.
Too late.
No, I was
already done it.
Alright. Yeah, if you haven't set up everything beforehand, that doesn't do anything. Which is annoying. You had to push 2 buttons.
I find it a lot easier to like an actor when they are a cool person in real life.
You know who's a cool person in real life?
Jennifer
Ryan
Lawrence.
Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, too.
Apparently. I mean, it's not like I personally
Terry
know
Crews.
and hang out with.
Terry Crews is apparently an awesome person in real life.
There you go. Zach Galifianakis is apparently really cool. Not sure I like him as an actor, but he's apparently a really cool guy.
He's a comedian.
You're a comedian.
Not professionally, at least. Just, I walk down the street and people laugh at me.
And you're like, wow, I'm entertaining millions, and I don't even have to say a word.
Exactly. Get a sense of fulfillment out of that. And then I go home and cry.
Don't cry.
Anyway.
Laugh at you more.
But yeah, actors who are nice people make me respect them more as actors.
I guess I can see that. I don't know why I bothered buying any weapons in the friggin' Zeal, because...
You just replacing them immediately with stuff you're finding here?
I think they were better in, if you got them before you did the Mount Woe, but...
Mm-hmm.
Mount Woe!
Mount Woe, Nelly!
Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. I don't know. I love this music. It's so much fun.
Well, if you like it so much, why don't you marry it? Except
I would
it's
if
not
it
legal
was
in your state.
So, what we did. So here's what we just did in that room. We went to the upper right and the upper left and pushed 2 buttons that would activate the button that we in that room that we just went through, so that this platform would open and allow us to pass through, so that we could get here.
We could just jump over it. Where's the jump button in this game?
There's no jump button.
Why not?
I'm sorry, there's no jump button. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I can't tell you anything else. There's no jump button.
I put ranks and jump, goddammit.
Yeah, well, you rolled a d20 and it was a 1. So you immediately failed.
Oh, we're playing by those rules, huh? Let's see how it is.
Critical miss has as high a threshold as critical hits. Which is the most dickish move you can make as a DM, by the way. Like in 3rd edition, I think it was, some weapons have a critical hit range, like 17 to 20. And a dickish...
Usually,
yeah.
18 to 20.
Yeah, a dickish GM will make it so that the critical miss range is the same.
Oh.
Yeah, 1 to 3.
No,
You're like,
no.
wait a minute.
I
That's
would
not
not play with that DM. No.
You know, I say stuff like that, but it's not like I've played a lot of D&D. My D&D experience is mostly Chronicles of Mystara, Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights.
Your experience is video games, not actual pen and paper.
Although, that being said, and notwithstanding the discussion that we had many days ago in JRPG, linear storytelling, etc., some of the strongest stories that I've played have been Western RPGs as opposed to Eastern RPGs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just die!
I think they do the better stories overall.
Yeah. I think their stories have more, explore more of the universe. Like, in Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2, there's the whole story of the Balespawn and all that stuff, but you also get to explore the Forgotten Realms and the Sword Coast and stuff like that, and you get to basically exist in that world. In this game, the story really is linear. We're not learning much outside of what we need to know in order to finish the game. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's just not as complete a world as it could otherwise be.
Right. JRPGs just have these specifically, like, story-related towns scattered about, and there's nothing else.
Yeah. Although they have tried, I feel like there's a couple of games that, like a couple of more recent games that have tried to open world stuff a bit more, but...
Yeah, it's called Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn.
I love that game.
Couldn't get into it. No.
That's not true. I don't love that game. I enjoy playing that game. I haven't played it in months.
It was alright, I can't get into it.
Nothing wrong with that. MMOs, I feel like, as a genre, are fucking exhausting.
Yeah. There's only, like, so much you can do with it.
Nobody's done... Well, that's not true. A lot of people have done a lot of interesting things, and it hasn't panned out into anything worthwhile.
Yeah.
Like,
because they'll do some good things, but then they, like, mess up some other things, and it makes it unplayable.
Yeah. Or, they don't mess up anything, and it doesn't make it unplayable, it just makes it dull.
Kind of bland.
Or grind or something.
I will say, and I'm gonna get flack from you for this, I have been enjoying Warlords of Draenor.
Oh.
I know. Like I said, I was gonna get flack from you. But I have been enjoying it. I have 4 characters at the max level.
So, notwithstanding the fact that I have nothing against... Like, I legitimately have nothing against... Oh, wait. I have nothing against World of Warcraft, except my experience... Oh, wait, we have plot. Hold on. Ancient red rocks have been passed down through the ages. From it, a magic pendant and a knife are made. We embody Melchior's dreams, sealed within the knife. Now hurry if you want to if you plan to confront the Queen. We're counting on you. Rumbles. I can feel it. The pulse of eternal life. Ha 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 ha. Dark force, wild energy. Ah.
What is she, getting off on that or something?
Who, the Queen or Shala?
Whichever.
Shala's being overwhelmed by power, and it's not in a good way. The Mem Machine, Your Majesty, it's too dangerous. Mother. Don't stop, Shala. We're almost there. Immortality will be ours. Zeal will have the glory it deserves. Too long have I waited.
These guys are just insane.
Yep.
Literally insane.
What was I talking about? World of Warcraft?
World of Warcraft.
Okay. So, I have nothing against World of Warcraft. I can see where people have invested literally their lives into it. And that's
sensing
cool.
a butt coming.
But I can't play it specifically because I got the game... Okay, this is kind of a longer story, but whatever.
That's fine, go.
We're
just killing dudes here.
Hey, I learned Dual Tech Boogie. So I got World of Warcraft when it launched. I wasn't really big into Warcraft, but I got it when it launched because, you know, that's kind of what you do when you're a gamer. So that was November 2004. I was working at Circuit City. It was fun. It was not fun. Circuit City sucked. The problem is that...
These days they're like, what is the Circuit City you speak of?
Yeah, I know, right? The problem is that when you play a game like that a lot, first of all, it gets you in trouble because you figure, oh, I can just play for like 5 minutes before I go to work, and then that turns into 30 minutes, and suddenly you're in fucking late for work and you're in trouble.
Sounds like you got a problem, yeah.
I did that with Final Fantasy XI, though. That was another story. The problem was that in January of 2005, so almost 10 years ago today, I got crazy sick. Like, oh my god, I probably should have gone to the hospital sick, but I didn't have medical insurance. So I didn't. Like, throwing up, couldn't go into work for a week and a half, and guess what I did in that week and a half?
Play nothing but World of Warcraft?
Yes.
How did I know that was coming?
Every time, you've probably heard this story before, every time I go to play World of Warcraft, it just makes me sick. Like, I can't do it.
You Havlovianly conditioned yourself.
Havlovian?
Havlovianly.
Did you say... for a second I thought you said Lovecraftianly. I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
No, but that might fit too, but... Yeah, it is crazy how the brain will do that. Associate shit with other shit.
Yeah, I have nothing against people who like World of Warcraft. I'm sure they've made a lot of changes to the game that make it awesome. I'm sure level 100 is everything
I have been enjoying it.
I'm sure level 100 is everything that you wanted it to be and more, and it's fantastic. But I can't do it.
Better. But let's not go sucking WoW's dick or anything. It could use some work.
Well, it's a fucking 11-year-old game. MMOs used to have a fucking shelf life of 6 years. And then
Until
you
WoW came out.
No, that's not true. EverQuest still has people playing it.
Yeah, WoW changed the market completely.
Which isn't a bad thing.
No.
Well, it is a bad thing because now everybody's like, we can do that, and then they just make a WoW copy and it drives me insane.
Yeah. I mean, I've played several MMOs. I've played Dungeons and Dragons Online, which wasn't bad.
I believe I heard that you enjoyed that. Yeah.
Yeah. The engine could use some work on it, but.
Oh well, yeah.
I played Final Fantasy XIV, which is pretty good, pretty modern.
But you couldn't get into it.
Alright. WildStar seemed interesting, but...
So?
It's just... I got bored. Like, super quick.
It got tedious.
I've played a few others, just like the demos, to try it out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's a question for you.
Yes.
What was your first MMO ever?
Ooh. Technically speaking, EverQuest. Because I bought it not knowing it was an MMO and then returned it when I found out it had a subscription.
Okay, rephrase. What's the first MMO that you ever knowingly bought and played?
Final Fantasy XI.
Ooh. What did you think of that one? I
think that was my first. That was before WoW, right?
Yeah, 2003.
Okay, yeah. But Final Fantasy XI was alright. I think I had made a Galka monk.
Okay.
I think. But it felt too party-oriented.
Oh god, especially...
You could not get far in that without partying.
They fixed a lot of problems with that game. And it's still going. Like, the game's still available.
Yeah.
It's fucking 12 years old now. It will be 12 years old in October of 2015. But my god, man.
It is quite dated.
For people who have not played Final Fantasy XI. Here's the story with Final Fantasy XI. Say, for example, you decided that you wanted to get from level 10 to level 11. You need 5,000 experience points. If at any point you die, you lose 10% of the maximum amount of experience points you need to get to the next level, 500 points. You can get, at most, 300 experience points per battle, which take 5 minutes to complete.
Yeah, battles took way too long in that game.
Holy shit, did they fuck that up. They fixed it. The level down penalties. No, the level down penalties aren't quite as bad anymore, and the battles go faster and all kinds of stuff, but it's still just a shit show.
I imagine it's still, like, very party-oriented, too.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
you don't have a party of 6, and you're not fighting things that are 10 levels above you, so you can only do 5 points of damage at a time. You are failing at life.
I know I'm continually confirming that I am just a fucking weirdo. But I like to play my MMOs mostly solo.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think if an MMO
to party up with people I don't know, I don't want to do it.
It is pretty
ridiculous. Boring. I don't want to deal with that.
But that being said, if you can party up with people that you do know, you want to do it every time.
Sure. But then you're like, oh, I can only level this character when such and such people are on.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gotta wait for their schedules to be open. And, just let me level solo.
Mm-hmm.
Just let me do that. There need to be more MMOs with, like, a single-player feel to them. Until you get to, like, the end game, where you have to team up with other people. For, like, the raids, or the dungeons, or whatever the game has,
I think what game did that really well. I think it was Final Fantasy XIV. The only time you have to team up in Final Fantasy XIV is when you get to the actual friggin'
raids?
Yeah, the dungeons. And then it just partners you up automatically.
Maybe.
It gives you bonuses if you actually work well with your party members, so there's incentive to do it.
I didn't get that far, and I was leveling a character with a friend, so maybe that's why I had a bad experience. I also, the UI I didn't much care for.
Yeah, I guess. Alright,
UI can make or break a game for me.
True.
I have a feeling it's next time on CharacterSelect.
Yes, it is next time on... Jesus. Trying to spit it out for like 30 seconds. Next time on CharacterSelect...
Oh, come on, say it, come on. Come out with it.
Next time on CharacterSelect,
why aren't you just gonna come out and say it?
I just did!
What time is it? Time for next time on CharacterSelect, right?
Shove it up your ass!